Hello and welcome to some patch notes video recording. Let's get right into this, guys. You guys already know how we do this. Last patch notes I covered last time. Also, my mic, you guys can probably hear me a lot better. Upgraded mic. You guys may know me. Well, let's get into version 2.2 update patch notes. Most of these updates I'm going to be going over, and also if you guys watch my weekly series, I'm going to go over these in week 3 and what the patch notes have entailed, as in like what they should fix or anything based on community improvement. But for now, we haven't gotten anything. I haven't played the game at all. The patch notes just came out. So I just wanted to say that before I give my opinion or anything that they say in the game. And yeah, let's get on into this. They've wanted to let us know that there are 3 main goals that they wanted to fix in these updates with the version 2.2, which is I'm very happy to see. Moving 1.2 to 2.2, which is now the current meta. There are 3 main goals we hope to achieve with this update: offering ideal matchmaking environment, improving player experience through UI and UX, and further polish game balance. So they wanted to polish some of the mechanics of the game, which they felt were a little bit unbalanced by the community. So I kind of feel like my week 2 stuff probably got thrown out the window here. I've peaked a little bit, but I really don't know. Up to this point, matchmaking has been broken down into 4 regions: North, Central America, Europe, Asia, Oceania, and Japan. The initial intent of this way is to prevent matchmaking between players located physically far away, which we are likely to suffer from lag and transmission speed. Since this, however, we have taken into account player feedback. Particularly, it was frustrating to be able to play with family or friends who live abroad in another region, or to find opponents in one's own region late at night or other times. When the player base was reduced to address the situation, we have now made it possible to match with players of any region. Let's highlight this real quick. I want to highlight this. Match your players of any region, provided the transmission speed falls within demand acceptable parameters. Now, I've already looked at the leaderboards a little bit. I've seen some new people. I haven't seen like a lot of new people, but I was looking at Ninja God. So I don't know if Japan, they had a whole bunch of Ninja Gods. If they did, we don't have the entire leaderboard, which my personal experience was saying, how I felt at the beginning was, I hope they develop when rank gets an update, or when they do the no regional lock thing for this game, that first off, rank is not touched, as in only our region is shown, because I'd like that. And yeah, there could be a global one if they wanted to. That was my approach to it. I hope that's what happens in the future if they add a global one. Now that matchmaking has been unified across all the regions, we believe it will now be possible to find worthy opponents at any hours, which I'm glad, because there are many times where you need to get on. Right here, I read this a little bit. It's just saying, please note that this most likely will find more lag depending where your opponent is, and they like you to test your test your internet. It's like 4 in the morning, if you guys can see. Test your internet. In Ninjala, matchmaking is configured so that she most likely be a match with players your same rank as you. So they've also touched on with the custom matchmaking thing, which I'm happy to see. And also says around here, resulting in long times that their battles could be started with 6 or 7 players. We have shortened the time until rooms are disbanded, which we hope will lead to quicker starting battles. Resulting in long times that their battles could be started. Okay, so maybe they also took the thing I also said in week 2, where I was like, they should put in a certain in-game timer with 6 or 7. I'm not sure. First adjustments. The Ninjala development team is dedicated to ensuring that players can enjoy a wide variety of battling styles. After carefully observing a winning percentage by gun weapon and weapon popularity, I hope they didn't just look at that. If they did, first off, most of the weapons you guys love and play the most was affected. But I also hope they looked at streamers such as D, Disciple, and some like big. D is one of the biggest streamers I know that plays Ninjala. He's at least 2 or 3 whenever Ninjala is streaming. So I'm using him as an example. He plays Hammer, and some of his members in plus one, I'm sorry, plus one actually plays some yo-yos, some hammers, a mix of both. But most people I see in Neo, at least that's where I'm coming from, play drill. So I'm hoping they don't really affect that because of what they see playing, but because of what people are saying and what they're tweeting out and everything. Because they do listen to our tweets. I think they said somewhere, where was it? I forgot where they said it. As recognized the current matchmaking. Yes, right here. And I want to stress, they say they take feedback very deeply, and they really do. On Twitter, sometimes somebody would tweet, when we tweet them out about ranking needing to be fixed. They tried their best at first. I don't know how ranking is now. Hopefully they made a further adjustment, but they were making adjustments in the game based on what we said. I know I'm rambling. I know you guys want to see the stuff, so let's get on. I'm sorry, guys. First off, with the adjustment, various weapons. By the way, it says trick balls was adjusted, iron noise, drum beat. I play SK Hammer, so I'm a little sad if it got too adjusted. And Sushi Axe. With this adjustment, various weapons are used more than ever before. We hope that the result will be rewarding. So for first off, charging slash will now have an increased chance of landing a blow. I think I don't know how to feel this. I don't play Katana. I'm not gonna put my opinion on this just yet. Charging slash is a quick and powerful dash attack, but due to its rushing momentum, attacks often missed and came empty. So they just really just buffed it, and then they gave the reasoning below. So they just increased the chances of it hitting faster, hitting basically the opponent. Basically the homing attack feature in the Sonic game. They made that a little bit better. Although the input Katana and Sword are popular among advanced players as well, they're particularly wide using among beginners. So they really buffed this weapon because mostly beginners used it, and they wanted to make its homing based capability of make it easier to use, which they say right here. I'm glad to see that they're trying to, not only are they helping the advanced players, they know what their audience is, they're also helping the beginners too. So they thought about this before they implemented it, which is great to see. However, the team is aware of its strength when combined with a wall shooter. That's where we intend to monitor winning percentages closely. Alright, so they already know what could be the big problem with this weapon, and they're watching it. That's great to see. I'm happy that the team's looking towards this, and they're trying to make something, and they are still let us know, hey, we might be looking towards this. The Mon players' ninjutsu gauges when landing back attacks have been reduced. Okay, so they basically made it since drill, whenever you play drill, the back attack's the best move. It hits a wide variety and it can do great damage. They made it so you lose, because that is also, I think, the one that did the most ninjutsu gauge. If you don't know, ninjutsu gauge is your special. I think they made that reducement so that it could be a lot better for competitive and everybody else. You don't have to spam your super that much for dragon players in the future. But hey, that's pretty good to see. I think maybe Corn didn't need that, but I don't know, because I haven't played Corn in a while. Excuse me, sorry. But yeah, back attacks are still an effective way to build up your ninjutsu gauge, but due to the lower turnover rate, you will now need to attack more aggressively than before. Basically, meaning you have to put in more attacks, different combos, and you can't rely on back attack as your simple combo. I'm happy to see that. It's a little bit great. It makes drill players have to play a little bit more strategy instead of more aggressive as in the drill as they used to play. Great to see this and how this might affect the meta. Skate Hammer, bro. I hope they didn't touch this and mention Sushi Hammer. The ability Hyper Boost will now increase movement speed and even more. Hyper Boost. I think this is what they mean when I think the break move is what they're talking about. The strength of normal weapon has been reduced. The strength of the normal attacks have been reduced. Alright. I think that's fair as in a big weapon, but I don't really know. The timing at which successful back attacks can be cancelled has been sped up. Successful back. I don't really use the back attack a lot. I feel like it's too slow. So I don't know. I'm kind of confused on what it's trying to say here. Is it trying to say that the back attack is going to be faster to pull off, or somebody can hit you out of it a lot faster? I hope it's the latter, where maybe both, but I do hope it's a little bit faster. I don't feel like I can chase someone. I've never felt like I chase someone confidently with the back attack. The range of what wide attacks have been reduced slightly. That's okay, as long as side attack wasn't affected. That was also my super move to go to. The following adjustments have been made to Power Buster cooldown. I think this is fair. They basically reduced the cooldown of when you can instantly break someone. This was really spammable to where you'd get your weapon back and then they could use it one more time. But I mostly saw this with the yo-yo poop move. So I hope that maybe they touch that. The timing which super armor is engaged has been delayed slightly. This is okay. They basically made it so whenever you do a move or do something that grants you super armor, it's a few seconds after. So usually when you would get it, you have to wait a few seconds and you'll get super armor. Great to see. Attack power has been increased. Wait, attack power has been decreased? What? Personally, I think this was a great buff for regular normal hammer. Big hammer, maybe a little bit, but I don't really know how to feel about that yet. I'd have to see it in the game. Attack range has been reduced slightly. I'm okay with this as long as it wasn't touching small hammer, as small hammer was, to me, was the lacking version. You can't do anything unless you have a big hammer. Power busters and extremely, with the adjustments this time, we have balanced power buster. Yes, that's okay. And increase the time we need to destroy drones. Increase the time they destroy enchantments and made other enchantments to balance this out. So instead of doing 2 hits or maybe 4 hits, who knows what it'll do? Maybe 3 and then 5. I think that'd be okay with 1 extra hit doing it. As long as one of your other hits can make up for that, I'd be okay with that. Power Buster is an extremely effective attack. Oh, excuse me, sorry. And we observe many situations in which it may be able to, bro. I bet how many of you people have yawned with me? which is me, which we, bro. It's early in the morning. Not again. Which it was able to completely dominate a wild battle with the latest adjustment. It was taking slightly longer for Super Armor to activate, meaning you would have to be more careful with timing when you use it. I've never seen Super Armor activated when I use it, but I also could be using it wrong. In addition to compensate for attacks being more difficult to land, they will now be more effective when they hit. So they'll do a lot more damage, which I can see with attack being. Oh, so being reducing the slightly made it so attacks can do more damage. I'm okay with that. The combo Power Buster and 2 normal attacks will still be effective. So a basic combo people usually do. It will not be more effective to land finishing blows in complicated situations as well as take drones away from your opponents. We believe you'll observe this as an explosive power has increased. Ooh. I hope drone people don't run hammer. Alright, let's run into Iron Noise and Drum Beat, and let's try to speed this up a little bit, because I know it's late at night, you guys want to see. Normal attacks have been received the following adjustments. Sound wave bullets will now appear more quickly. I don't like this at all. Sound wave bullets will now begin homing more quickly. I don't like this at all. The timing at which we can cancel by jumping and evading has been accelerated. One can cancel by jumping. I mean, that's fair for every weapon. The following adjustments I made move to Echo Screaming. You will now move further when attacking. I don't like this at all. You will now move earlier when attacking. I don't like this at all. Wait, do they mean the enemy or the person using the weapon? If they mean the enemy, I think it'd be a lot of fat. I think it'd be better. But if they mean the person, I don't know. Also, I've seen mostly Iron Noise. I don't know if I've seen Drone a lot. It's just people are on skin sometimes, so I'd have to test it out and see. Weapons Iron Noise and Drum Beat will effectively when you. The weapons Iron Noise and Drum Beat, while effectively when used for support and team, are often struggling in Battle Royale matches, which is very true. No one run those. These adjustments will make it easier to use these weapons Soundwave, and all of these adjustments were made in Battle Royale in mind. I hope they kept Team Battle in mind when making those adjustments, basically making it so you can move a lot faster and do some more stuff, so you can move these in BR. And nice to see, since BR is a fast-paced game. Yo-yos, let's get on the yo-yos. What else do we have? Let's sneak peek. After yo-yos, we have patch notes on ninjutsu gauge. Okay, that's pretty fine to see. The second hit of normal attacks will do more damage. So once you do one hit, after the next hit will usually do more damage, since it's a combo. I get it. The homing ability of bag attacks will now be reduced. Has been reduced. I've gotten so many times. I'm so sorry, guys. Excuse me, sir. The duration of gun binds afflicted with break attacks have been extended slightly. The warp time for Yo-Yo has been sped up. I guess since last time it was maybe made too slow, they sped it up a little bit. That's okay to a degree. I guess it was okay because usually whenever I try to do something personally, coming from my own personal experience, whenever I try to attack them and I'd automatically read, I'd read it too soon and they can hit me. So I can see that as in we're used to reading it now. With adjustments, Ninjala and Shinobi weapons are not as powerful as they once were, but they remain highly popular. This time we have advanced the weapons and we've enhanced these weapons in some way with the goal of making these Yo-Yo more uniquely suited for tricky fighting styles. Well, first time? I don't know. Someone get a counter in the comments. The reduced homing ability of back attacks will mean it will now be more difficult to hit the opponents with dodge to the side. I'm happy to see this. You have to play more trickily and understand these two weapons more than you used to in order to do the damage and output. I personally like Donut out of these. Mellow low mode. I don't know why they're calling it this. Maybe it's, I don't understand it. I usually thought they called it donut, but I could have been wrong. Let's move into these two. The cancel timing for these weapons for the second hit of normal attacks have been sped up. Wide attacks have been received the following adjustments. The hit The hit detection range for the first hit has been reduced slightly. The vertical hit detection range for the second has been expanded, making these weapons a little bit better. Since I personally felt, I don't know how other yo-yo players have felt or people being attacked by these yo-yos, is when you throw these out, you usually don't get your hit all the time. I feel like making the range a little bit bigger was a little bit okay. Making the hitbox alright. I'm fine with these buffs. With a yo-yo donut and trick ball, the time required to transform your phone and didn't do more damage with a combo was quite long, making it easier to be interrupted by other opponents. With this adjustment, the tempo of attacks have been sped up. Thinking about it like that, I do think these weapons are now a little bit more unfair because I did not like how long the poop lasted. I wish there was some way to make it lesser, but hey, you never know. I'm sorry, guys. The homing ability of break attacks have been adjusted so that homing Cannot keep up with back attacks. This is for all gum weapons, by the way, so anything that is gum you can shoot out. This is what it affects. The hit stop during duration when landing a gum break on any opponent blowing a bubble or using an S burst has been shortened. I think maybe when you take hitstone after somebody breaks your bubble, I think this was a great fix. I think sometimes you just break your bubble and you wouldn't know. You didn't think it was that low. Or it'd be have a big bubble and someone hits you once and it just go away. I think the hitstone making it a little bit less was a great touch right there. The amount of S energy consumed by avoiding parries have been reduced from 4 to 3. I'm very avoiding parries. I think this was just increased more parry dodges, and I think this update really right here has just increased droners just a little bit to continue doing what they're doing. They can now run away a little bit easier. I think maybe if they touched on where you can dash a little bit faster, but even then, I don't know. I'm hoping that the skateboard does come in and stop droners in a way, and it's like you can drone with that, but you might get punished, but you can attack droners and you can punish. I'm hoping that comes into play soon. Let's touch on Ninja Tornado, which you guys know I do not really like how it is right now. The time it takes to launch an attack, or how it was, the time it takes to launch an attack has been shortened. I'm very happy to see this. We can now see it coming. I think this maybe was the great nerf we needed. It will now be possible to attack more quickly than before, allowing weapons to be more useful in various situations. Wait, has been shortened. Wait, what do you mean? I thought it was shortened. What do you mean? Yo, please, Ninjala, chill out. Punishing Blade. I've seen mixed reviews on this. The reaction when a player is hit by an initial attack has been altered to make it easier to land at consecutive attacks. The distance traveled with a follow-up attack has been increased, also making it easier to pursue enemies. They're buffing Punisher Blade, but they also nerfed Punishing Blade by time. I think this was a fair trade-off. They made it more powerful just a little bit by also making it more tremendously lower by time. So yeah, you can be a god for 20 seconds, but you just became a god for 10 seconds. How you gonna handle that? The weapon drill beat, which allows players to use punishment, is tremendously popular, particularly among players from the Apprentice to Vanguard Ninja ranks. Oh, so they're really noticing what ranks they're using. However, I wonder if they're noticing Smurfers. I think they should be doing some kind of count on that. Just saying. Hopefully they have some system in place where if they have 2 accounts or multiple accounts on their Switch and they're using this weapon, they can see what they're doing. I also don't want people to be punished for that, since there's also people on their, like family may be playing. I just want them to look at that and maybe gauge that just a little bit more. However, in ranks of elite and above, both its winning percentage users drop dramatically. This is because Punishing Blade leaves a user unprotected while being activated. That is very true. That's why I also thought Punishing Blade was pretty good where it was at. As players become more experienced and where this Punishing Blade is often quickly targeted, resulting in the user getting punished initially. Even when attacks successfully hit, it could be interrupted by other players, which is so true, before a combo could be landed, letting opponents escape. To offset this and ensure that it does not become overly popular among the Apprentice Vanguard, the duration has been shortened. I get it. So they wanted to make it in a fair way to where you can pop it off and still do what you want to do, while also keeping it fair and balanced to where you're not being totally OP. I really like the buff the Punishing Blade, and I don't see anything wrong with this. I think this may fix every issue somebody's also had with it for how it's been. So yeah, I'm happy to see this. So alright, let's get into all gumshoots. All gumshoots now have been canceled by specials. Gumshoots. Oh, so basically, whenever I think you're stuck in a gum, it can be canceled by just specialing, or if you're specialed someone, it won't affect you. I don't know. Let's touch on the final on other notes. Let me look at the time on this video. Ooh, we're in 18 minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry for passages being so long. Like I said, I do recommend I should have said this earlier, put it in your pocket and listen while you play the game. We've implemented a number of improvements in Ninjala UI. Parry guide HUD, an icon has been added to indicate a big weapon wins out over a smaller weapon with the same attack. The adjustments will make it easier to tell when a parry was won or lost normally, or due to weapon size. I'm very happy to see this. I want weapon size to play a factor, and it does, but like you can't really tell. Alright, when carrying your opponent parry attacks, when choosing your parry attacks, attack with a super armor effect in the event of a tie will be indicated as such with an icon. I like that. We can finally see ties, because they do happen. After choosing your parry attack, when a tie results in a super armor being affected, they will be indicated with an icon. Okay, certain yo-yo and hammer type weapons offer a super armor effect in the event that you and your opponent choose the same weapon attack. This this type. This UI modification will make it easier to recognize which weapons offer this effect. So basically, if you have super armor, it will basically let you know a little bit better, hey, that person you're finna fight has super armor, you should watch out. I'm glad to see this because sometimes I didn't know when I had super armor and I was maybe scared to fight because of my low HP, but I would push in if I knew I had super armor. Why? I would get off one hit, which would maybe start a parry that I know I could win with the super armor I have. So that's just great for me. This initial list display of selecting room battle has been changed to include team battle. I'm glad to see that. And I'm glad to see it's like different. I don't play room battles a lot. I haven't scrimmed a lot. I've been trying to play up in the ranks. But I'm glad to see that they've made this change for other people that do run a scrim a lot. And I've seen pub servers make it in. And I'm happy to join them sometimes. I do want to start running scrims more. Yes or no confirmation windows can now be closed with the B button. The initial cursor position for the match screen has been switched to yes. An event that players have formed the party, it will now be possible to see which players are currently party with each other in the matching lobby and elsewhere. I'm happy to see this. I'm hoping this means you can be party with someone in store and other places. They probably aren't able to do that yet, but hopefully that's a future update I want them to see. I don't expect it too soon since they're running their own servers and they're trying to make everything okay, but I do want to see it to where you can do anything you want while still being in a party, except go to story mode or into a different mode, of course, that you play in the game. But I want you to be able to do anything almost anything while still being in a party. The remaining effect duration of punish delay is now displayed on screen. That's actually one of the best updates. You now know what your time limit is, if they mean time limit, the remaining effect duration. The attack range of echoing stream has been adjusted to match range of the visual effects. Thank you. They've basically lowered hitbox on what you see. The reversal mode camera setting has been altered. I'm obviously not going to read everything. You guys can read some of yourself. An issue with the camera speed. These are well-known issues. They've changed up. An issue with story mode rewards. An issue with banners did not display. I'm happy to see that. An issue with player face icons did not display. These were early issues. I'm glad to see they're approaching these, but these should have been fixed, I feel like, in the version 1.2 update. It's glad that they're being fixed now, but these should have been touched a little bit. The player info screen has been adjusted to show level experience and rating gauges. I'm glad to see this. We did need one. I did want to see my level XP and where I was needing to go, because I'm literally 2 levels away from 100. The chapter reward screen has been adjusted, and to be honest, most of the stuff I think aren't redating anymore except the story mode. Hope you guys enjoyed the patch notes and seeing everything you liked. In the future, I'll say earlier, you should run these in your pocket while playing the latest updates. If there's anything that's been adjusted in the game that I've missed, please let me know in the comments below, and I will be touching on these in the week 3 update of Ninjala meta. Hope you guys do like these videos. I'm trying my best to get these out as soon as I can and when I can for the Ninjala community and be the meta type guy discussion and everything you guys want from the meta community and everything. If you guys don't mind, please leave a like or subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it does help me out a lot. I'm really close to hitting 800 subscribers, and soon I'll be closer to hitting 1,000. So if you guys don't mind helping me out and reaching that goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers, that helps out so much. If you haven't seen it, I guess you guys can touch my week 2 Ninjala meta discussion. It's kind of outdated now since the update came out, but I did want to touch it before the update did come out, and what I was hoping and what the community kind of wanted from this update. I'm hopefully to get in the game and see that they've touched some of these, but otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want more like these, please let me know in the comments below, and do please subscribe. Peace.